Did you know that by understanding your journey puts you in a better position to forgive? Forgiveness creates a special place in our minds, an oasis. It is a hiding place for who we truly are. By gaining insight into your journey, you recognize the roles others have to play, enabling you to extend compassion. And Taurus, if you have the superpower of compassion, what better thing to do with it than to use it? Thank you for joining me. My name is Vani and I am the Tarot Tatler. Right, Taurus, let's dive right into today's tattle. Your first card out. Wow, this is the Lovers. Now, this is something that sits in your mind space, Taurus. And with the Lovers, it's finding that space in your heart, not just to recognize yourself, but understand that if you are willing to be able to accept yourself and others for who they truly are to you, to those around them, then it puts you in a better position to be able to love. With the Lovers, we could be talking about a choice that you have to make, Taurus. With the Lovers, we could be talking about your soul path, something that's exactly right for you, something that is going to hold on to your heart. You don't want just any kind of love, Taurus. You want someone who loves you. It sits in your hopes. Maybe it sits in your wishes, hoping that you could have this special connection with somebody who loves you. And having pulled the Lovers, then you have done the work to be able to accept and give that same love. Now, Taurus, wow, the energy that's ruling you right now is one of introspection, maybe tapping into arcane knowledge, maybe quietening your mind and trying to hear the whispers that exist. Maybe it's tapping into your deepest hopes and fears. So the energy that's ruling your mind space is one of maybe time spent alone on introspection. What you fear, Taurus, is that somebody's going to come towards you with impulsive energy. Now, we often, can I say, underestimate the power of the Knight of Wands. He is a knight that has an energy that is unstoppable. Even he has no idea in which direction he's going, but there might be something about it that has tapped you into your fears. And with justice, a balancing of the scales. Now, this could be talking about some kind of project that sits in your fears. This could be a person, Taurus, with the Knight of Wands energy. Someone who's unpredictable, unconventional. And just because we don't understand from our perspective, we underestimate him. With justice and fearing this balance, we could be talking about something related to the legal system. But justice also means that you are now trying to find balance in your life by understanding this energy. And at the same time, you fear that, Taurus, for some reason. What you should know is that this soul connection that sits in your hopes, it talks about reciprocity, being able to give and receive, being able to share with others. This is the world giving back to you, Taurus, no matter how small it is. And what you don't see is that it is something you're going to work on. Now, Taurus, you might be able to do quite a bit of work. In fact, I bet that you test your limits. And when you do, you find out exactly what you are capable of. It's knowing that that adds to your strength of character, which is not something you can always determine. Each person is going to have their own perspective. Okay, I'm rattling on. Sorry. Here you are as the High Priestess, Taurus, in your current position. Now, you could be a tarot reader, you could be a palm reader, something dealing with arcane knowledge, something that you do while you spend time alone, maybe in meditation, and in your mind space sits a soul connection. You know that it exists. It is something that you can feel. Maybe it affects your physical world. And with the Five of Wands, you are conflicted, Taurus. Conflicted about what love is possibly. Maybe you've been looking at something that happened in your past as something that will deter you from proceeding in your current environment. Whatever it is, it almost sits as though it tantalizes you in your current environment. The energy that's ruling you currently, Taurus, is some kind of heartbreak. And what really causes the majority of heartbreak, Taurus, is expectation. When something doesn't turn out according to what we expected, it leads to disappointment. And if we are never able to understand from somebody else's perspective, then we could unnecessarily be sitting too long in this energy. Now, the energy is there, whether you like it or not. It could be spending this alone time that brings you heartbreak. Maybe you don't like spending time alone, Taurus. Despite the fact that I've seen in quite a few of your tattles that you are quite able to find solace from within. Okay, let's see what's in your physical world. Choices. So there are choices that are going on in your current environment. This could be looking at everything that brings you emotional fulfillment. Maybe whatever it is has been fleeting in the past, Taurus. But you look at all of these cups and maybe they all look beautiful. Maybe they are all beautiful. But which one is going to be your cup of tea? And the one it's going to be is someone who's absolutely special, Taurus. Someone who's going to bring a special kind of balance into your life. Something that results from this energy of feeling broken-hearted. Wow, Taurus, this is looking like a really good tattle. What you should know is that yes, you are going to feel conflicted. But always remember, Taurus, in whatever situation you are, if you have what it takes, then do it. When it comes to reciprocity, conflicted about the lovers, maybe there's uncertainty. Whatever it is, you're holding that Three of Swords, so whatever it is that you have holding onto in your mind space, it carries that energy of that broken heart. You cannot see what it is that possibly coming, even though you can feel it. So something you are working on, Taurus, something you're working on currently. It might be in segregation. Here she has done the work. She has put in the hours. She's considered herself and those around her. And yet she stands apart from the crowd. Now, Taurus, what has brought you here is you, the Hierophant. Maybe this is a long-term commitment we talk about. Maybe something that is steeped in tradition. With the Hierophant under the High Priestess, the knowledge that you bear, Taurus, is something that is able to access, and I'm going to say hidden knowledge here, with the Hierophant directly under as the basis of where you are. What sits there cannot be seen. And with the Page of Cups, the reason for your conflict, Taurus, is because in the past there was a little cup. And here you stand. Is it real? Is it real? What takes you into the future is having to be able to balance more than one thing And Taurus, I always want you to look at the Two of Pentacles whenever it comes up. Being able to do whatever it is because you have learned the limits of your strength, to be able to manage more than one thing at the same time. And into your future, wow, a choice of home. You might be moving, Taurus. The Four of Wands, happy home. This is the 1111 card in Tarot. Firm foundations, a wedding cake, a long-term commitment. And the King of Pentacles. Now Taurus, this could easily be you, because the King of Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is a king who has the Midas touch. He has outstanding business skills. This could be the boss. Maybe a father figure, someone who has a firm belief in who he is. Someone who's really special. With a star, we could be talking about an Aquarius. With justice, we could be talking about a Libra that might be significant. With the King of Cups, we could be talking about a Scorpio, a Cancer, or a Pisces. Or someone who embodies that energy of the King of Water. Someone who is compassionate, empathic. Somebody who is able to extend his own cup of love in any situation with balance. Someone who's willing to accept anyone on their path. Wow. With the Queen of Pentacles right next to the Hierophant, double confirmation, Taurus, that this is you. Finding that stability, finding that strength that you have despite how conflicted you might have felt in the past. It is through that you find your own inner strength, whatever it is that rules your current environment. And here we have the Tower. Something that changes completely and unexpectedly, Taurus. The foundations on which they were built is going to change. It sits in your hidden position, so you have absolutely no idea this is happening. And this pertains to something that you are busy working on. Maybe spending long hours. With the Ace of Wands, a brand new creative venture. Something to do with tradition, values, our belief systems. We could be talking about a Taurus here. So Taurus, when this new beginning presents itself, this new creative venture, it's going to present as something very small. It might just be a little message. but it is going to be real. You're going to receive it. There will be no doubt that it's there. And you're going to be a little bit iffy about whether you want it, enjoy it, like it. The energy that's balancing you is the Five of Pentacles, Taurus. Now you've had the practice for this in the past, understanding that lack is merely an illusion. When we really sit down and think about it, we have everything we require. It is the need, maybe, the want for something more that steals from our present moment. Now you're still going to have the energy. It's going to be the energy that balances you. So you're going to feel the energy. Just don't sit in it for too long, because you can ask yourself, what do I have? When you spend your time focused on what you have, you're no longer focused on what you don't have. What you have takes precedence over everything. You're getting all the kings, Taurus. The King of Wands. So someone who embodies the King of Wands. A king who doesn't allow anything to stand before him. Someone who uses his heart and his passion. He's the one who's going to present this Ace of Wands. There's this one that he's holding. Now we could be talking about a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. Someone you may share a home with in the future. We could be talking about a Sagittarius. With Temperance, having found the balance. Wow, Taurus. Almost all the kings. Okay, so with Temperance, you are finding that perfect balance. Of course, you have to fulfill what it is you need to do in this present moment. But it's being able to balance that, having an angel over you. And Taurus, what's under the deck is the Ten of Wands. Now, all this means is you're going to have lots of things coming at you at once. It may be difficult. Taurus, it plays out in different ways in our life. Something may break, maybe a machine you used all the time would break, and now you're going to have to do something manually. Maybe you're busy on something and you get disrupted and you've got to start over. But it's just difficult energy that you need to learn to maneuver through. Instead of being upset, we could just smile and know, right, it is the energy we're experiencing. Let's just work with it. So Taurus, I wish you all the best. I hope you've enjoyed this. Bye for now, and until your next tattle.